Hi guys, welcome back, and this is the first proper vlog on the NC500. Now I said in a little short clip about the do a lot of research, yada yada yada, so we won't go through that. I just this is the first part of our trip. Now we live 625 miles, as the Google Maps say, from Inverness. So I left work early, we jumped in the van. Now, it's a tradition for us that whenever we go somewhere, whether it be the Nürburgring, Centre Parks, or now the NC500, that we stop at KFC. We go at KFC and park up, have a KFC, get in the van, and that's the road trip started. So we then just did your typical hit the road and just get on with it, really. It's a long way. So we decided at the beginning we'll just see how far we can get, see how I feel, because I did the majority of the driving, and if I want to stop, then we'll just find a park for night, we'll crash and then keep going. So that's what we did, and we just went, and we got to kind of past Liverpool, and I'm like, I'm fine, to be honest. We stop regularly for fuel, obviously, and whatever else, and I feel fine. So I think, like, the further we can get, the better, because we allowed that day as just see how far close we can get. The holiday technically didn't start to the day after, so the higher I can get, the less we're spending our holiday traveling, really, like driving to get to where we want to go. So we just drove and ended up going over the Scottish border, and we're like, I still feel fine. And we stopped for fuel and went in, and obviously we went in and had a hot chocolate and whatever else, and we come across this North Cornwall farm company or food company in a Scottish services. So it's somewhere from where we come from, is yeah, right up there. So that was a bit of a shock. And so anyway, took a picture, as we do, jumped back in the van. And I got Liz, while I was driving, I said to Liz, well, let's have a look. Where's the closest nice place to park up for the night then? And she went on the Park for Night app, and she found a place that had a good rating on Park for Night in the Cairngorms. And it was probably not more than about 100 miles from where we were. I said, well, sod it, it was kind of like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, so what, let's just keep going. Well, it was going to be 2 o'clock when we arrived there then, because we put it on there at 2 o'clock to arrive, and just thought, that's all right, we get there at 2 o'clock, crash out, doesn't matter what time we get up, we're on holiday, and then move on. So that's what we did. We went to this site, and we pulled up, and I took a picture of us. Literally, we just pulled it in. It was pitch black, other than a beautiful starry night, and absolutely pitch black. And the one thing I said to my wife while we were driving through the Cairngorms to get to this park up, I said, I bet the view is astounding and we can't see anything, because other than what the lights on the van were showing, because obviously Cairngorms is a beautiful area anyway, but it was completely pitch black, no moonlight at all, it was just black. So yeah, so I took a picture of what the van's headlights were showing. I took a picture of the van, sat in the car park, and then obviously we just jumped in the back of the van, shut everything down, and went to bed. And it was freezing. I mean, absolutely freezing cold. So at about 3 o'clock, so no longer than an hour of being in bed, I said, oh, I've got to put the diesel heater on. So we put the diesel heater on and warmed the van up lovely. That was great. We fell asleep. So that was really good. And that thing is a godsend. That diesel heater is amazing. Anyway, sorry, woke up, and there was actually ice on the inside of our window, our driver's window, sorry, the passenger side, the big slide door window. And because we were on holiday and it was a surprise and we were completely shut down, all the blinds are shut, the curtains are shut, so you couldn't see out, I said, right, no one look out the window, we'll all come to the sliding door window and we'll just open it together and see what we're waking up to. And so that's exactly what we done. We opened the curtain, and wow, were we blown away. It was phenomenal. And I took a video of what we saw, so I'll show you that now. And yeah, that was amazing. It was absolutely beautiful. And we were the only van in this parking area. There was a road 100 yards away, but absolutely fine. It wasn't intrusive, it wasn't particularly noisy. There were vehicles going up and down, strangely, I suppose most of the night really, but you don't really hear it. We are very well insulated in here, so it's not really an issue. But what a beautiful place, absolutely beautiful. And so that was a very good place to start our holiday. Now, following on from that, we'd let the dogs out. One of our dogs had never seen snow, and there was snow all in the car park. The mountains were covered in snow. It was just beautiful. And don't forget, we'd come from Devon, not an ounce of snow, not seen any snow on the drive up to the Cairngorms. So this was a complete shock when we woke up. Obviously it was cold, but we didn't know there was going to be snow. And dogs were going mad and playing in the snow, and the one that had never seen it went ballistic. That was lovely. So we kind of packed ourselves up, said, right, okay, now we're up. Let's kind of start getting going to Inverness and get on our NC500 journey. And got out the car park and started driving up the road, and my wife saw a little cafe sign. Well, I sod it, you know, why have breakfast in the van? Let's go and have a proper nice Scottish breakfast. So we disappeared off down this lane just up for the road from where it was, and along we went, nice little drive, and we found this tiny little cafe. It was only, I think it was 8 o'clock in the morning, and that was, we thought there's no way it's open, and we looked at it and it looked destitute, and pulled up in front. The youngest daughter went in, and actually, yeah, they were open. So we went in, and they couldn't have been more welcoming. It was amazing. They had a beautiful log fire going in the middle, right in the middle of the restaurant. So we sat next to that, and the lady came out, you know, filled it more full of logs, and oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful, warm, stunning restaurant. From the outside, it looked, should we say, a bit nothingy. Inside, beautiful. And so we kind of acted like pigs, and we ordered loads and loads of food that, to be honest, we didn't eat it all. We actually had to take it with us. And we had this, I think we ordered French toast with like maple syrup, bacon and strawberries. Then they do a flat sausage, like a square, and I had a flat sausage with bacon and a bacon roll. And I think my wife just had my daughter had a sausage and bacon roll, and my wife just had a bacon roll. And then we also obviously had hot chocolates, and because it was snowing, and yeah, hot chocolates. My wife had a coffee, youngest had a hot chocolate, and then we kind of filled right up. We're like, oh, I'm done. So we took all our stuff back to the counter. Didn't have to, but we just like to help. And they had this glass cabinet, and these like Rice Krispie squares. Now everyone knows what a Rice Krispie square is. It is, you know, it just is what it is. And this thing must have been literally 3 inches thick and about probably 4 inches long by kind of 2.5 inches wide. It was a slab. And I said to the youngest, oh, I fancy that. And so did she. So we both had one. And when I asked how much they were, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And I think all in, for all of that food, plus the drinks, it come to like £22. So I said, oh, excuse me, how much are the Rice Krispie cakes? £2. £2. And this sounds stupid, but, you know, you get one that's like 2 inches square and about 2 centimetres thick, and it's like £3. And this thing you could have cut up about 5 times. Yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we left there buzzing. And just before we left, we said, oh, is there anywhere we can take the dogs for a walk? Because they haven't had a decent walk. They've just obviously been out to go to the toilet when we're in the Cairngorms, in the car park. And the young girl behind the counter said, oh yeah, if you just go up there, and all you got to do is park up. There's a lock just through there. So, and we went up, parked up down by this bridge, walked through, and there's this beautiful, beautiful lock, and it was like glass. The water was like glass. It was just stunning, and we just thought, this is just the most amazing start to our holiday. So yeah, that was phenomenal. But what I'll do, I'll leave it there for now, and we'll get on to the next phase on the next vlog. So I hope you enjoyed this little bit. Let me know, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.